the way up until 4 p.m. It is 16 minutes after 2. If you just joined us, we're very, very welcome to you. So, Stellenbosch University International offers Stellenbosch University students the opportunity to spend time at any of its, listen to this, 100 partner universities on the continent and abroad, and this opportunity is open to both undergrads and postgrad students. And here to tell us more about the exchange program is one of the coordinators. We've had him in studio before. Bantu, good afternoon and welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Again.
Again.
So as a coordinator of these exchange programs, what is participating in an exchange program offer for students coming to South Africa?
Sure, it offers students quite a lot. Hey, it's actually a life-changing experience in the sense that on the one end it's an addition to your academic degree. So it offers you more than just the ability to finish your degree. And in that sense, in the employability market, it sets you high above everybody else. Not only because it adds to everything extra on top of your degree, but it gives you sort of international experience. It gives you exposure to different cultures, different people, how people do things. And I think, you know, with globalization and the world becoming a very, very small village very quickly, it's important for us to make the world as small as possible. Additionally to that, it's also really about helping you shape yourself into this wholesome global citizen and understanding how the world works, what your role is in the world, and how we're interconnected in the end.
So what are some of the requirements when applying for this exchange?
So you need to have a 60% minimum academic average. That's the boring part. But other than that, of course, we look at your involvement on campus. We look at co-curricular involvement. We look at involvement in student-related activities, involvement in leadership on campus, involvement in all other activities other than just your degree. So that in the end, we make sure that the students we send are really people that we're proud of and people that can represent us. Yeah.
And when do applications open?
So there's two different sets of processes. We have summer schools and we have exchange processes. So the exchanges is if you go for 6 months, an academic process, you go do courses that you would have done at Stellenbosch at a different university, transfer the credits. But we have summer schools actually that are open now and open for students to apply to a number of partner universities all across the world. Those applications close on 16th of March.
16th of March. Can we go?
Students at Stellenbosch University.
Bantu, why would you recommend this to other Marties or to Marties in general?
Look, most definitely if you go for this summer schools, for example, on top of having not to worry about what you're going to do for the holidays, you don't have to worry about flight tickets, because if you apply through our office, we give you a travel bursary to cover your flight tickets. You get to stay in a new country, explore different cultures, different ways of doing things, and quite importantly, you get to explore a different academic setup, you know, how people do things differently. And what we often see is when our students come back, they actually perform so much better than they have when they come back, because it adds to that difference of seeing how lecturers do it elsewhere in the world and actually help you adapt better when you come back to Stellenbosch.
Bantu, who's some of those 100 partner universities?
Oh, we have a lot. In Germany, we have all of the biggest universities in Germany that you can think of. We have quite a few big ones in America. I mean, I was recently now in Milan, so we have two in Milan. We have a few in Italy, Spain. We have a few in France, Switzerland. We have universities all across the world. Some of the top ones out there are partners with us. So if you go onto our website, they're all there.
Yeah. So you've traveled to some of these universities. Well, which one would you say was most outstanding? Fraser.
It's a very difficult to answer that one. I think each university comes with its own unique flavors and characteristics. Depending on what you like, it's also about your own interests. So a lot of students are interested in exploring Asia, so obviously we would recommend our partners, China, Hong Kong, that type of vibe. And a lot of people are, you know, keen for the European vibe, so we would recommend our European partners. So it really depends on what you're up to.
If you're undergrad, I feel like you might be kind of nervous to go into a new country, but you really want to go. There's the language barrier and all those type of things. So how do you kind of sort that out?
So most of our partner universities actually offer all their courses, or quite a large chunk of their courses, in English. So our students can then take English taught courses. But then of course, getting to a new country and having to figure out what people are saying is part of the adventure too.
It's all part of it. So speaking of like challenges, what are some of the most frequent challenges you think that students experience with this experience?
For exchange students, probably one of the biggest challenges is figuring out whether or not your courses will transfer to Stellenbosch. So finding courses that that would actually match what you're supposed to take here. But then of course you have your ordinary challenges like how to figure out the transport system, how to figure out what the people are saying, how to figure out the menu if you want to order food, or where to find accommodation if the university doesn't offer help with accommodation.
Yeah.
And yeah, just getting acclimatized to the newer surroundings.
course.
Also. Yeah.
There you go, it is Stellenbosch University. Before we say goodbye, you've heard feedback, right? From all these students.
Yep.
What is the best feedback you've gotten? What do they say when they come back?
I want to go back.
For real?
When can I go back?
And you love hearing that, of course.
Most definitely.
Wow,
That's
fantastic.
amazing. I think it's such a good opportunity.
I know, he's making me jealous that I can't go.
Me too.
But I do thank you so much for joining us. It is the International Office, chatting to them every Thursday, of course, right here on Lunch on MFM. Get hold of them on their socials. You can do so on Facebook, SU Globally, on Twitter, @SU Globally, on Instagram, @SU_Globally. Of course, visit their website with all the information on, as Bantu said, www.slant.ac.za/international. Stay tuned.